Welcome, Cancers. This is your June 8th to June 14th forecast, and your most influential transit this week is going to be when the moon is going to reach its farthest point from the sun, and that's going to occur on June 11th, and that's going to highlight your health and daily routines. So there may be a focus on emotional well-being and balance in your life, and you're being guided to implement routines that nurture your inner peace. And we have the Seven of Cups here. Okay, so you may have a couple different options to choose from, which is wonderful. So you may have been thinking about a couple different ways that you can improve your health and wellness, and you have a lot of options in front of you. So you can decide from those options and do what you feel is best for you. So what else do we have here? We have the Knight of Cups here. So you are being guided to be creative and pick those things that you feel very passionate about. Okay, so you may want to take a moment and think about it and gain some introspection on what your goals are and what are the things that are going to help you to fulfill those goals. So just up front, I'm seeing like maybe your workout routine. So maybe there are particular workouts that you enjoy doing that you feel passionate about that you know are going to be helpful to you, like Pilates or yoga or weightlifting, weight training. There also could be things like meal prepping and you exploring some healthy meals, different things that you can do as far as those meals are concerned, like to have different options and incorporate different new foods into your routine here. So yeah, again, just a couple examples of here how if you just take a couple moments to gain a little introspection, meditate on it, journal it, sit out in nature and just think about it, sit in front of the ocean, the beach, the pool, get around some water, and just think, just allow yourself that quiet time to replenish yourself, body, mind, and soul, as well as consider the options that are in front of you. So we also have I love it. So we also have the High Priestess coming out. So that's just kind of reconfirming that, you have all this information and knowledge within you already. You know the things to do. I mean, we talked about two examples here about, finding great workout routines as well as meal prepping with some new and interesting foods. So, again, the answers are all within you, and this is about you connecting within and allowing yourself that peace, that quiet to hear the messages. Okay, what else? Okay, so we also have the Page of Cups here. So, and this may be something that you are doing or want to do or consider doing with your partner here. So there's some way that you can incorporate in just making this a loving, fun, engaging, creative experience for yourself. So if you are single, for yourself, but then if you are you have children or there's others in the home or your life partner, like doing it with others as well. Okay, so you could make this a goal that you and your partner have. Okay, what else? We also have the King of Swords here. And for some of you, there may be like information or knowledge or wisdom that your partner has, or a soul family member has, or soul tribe member has, that can be helpful to your process, because there is like this analytical, knowledgeable energy that is here that you can connect with. So whoever this may be, whoever this person is to you, there's definitely some wisdom that you can gain from connecting with them. Okay, so this can also be individuals that you enjoy watching online. So maybe, I know I have like a couple of fitness gurus that I do follow and I do watch their content. So it can even be a person in that way, like an influencer. It doesn't have to be. We all have like trainers, and at a certain point in time we may have had that, but there's definitely this influence here that is strong, that is knowledgeable, that is wise, that can assist you in this process. So just be on the lookout for that. And if you feel comfortable, then connect, or just watch their content. And if you don't, then, go within or connect with your partner here. So we have Four of Cups here. Okay. All right. So this may also be you clinging a little too tightly to the past here and to what you currently know to be true, as opposed to focusing on your desires and your dreams and your goals and your visualizations of what you want for yourself in a future reality. And quite specifically, I'm seeing someone envisioning themselves being much healthier, much more content, much more open and free to be doing the things they want to do because they feel healthier, they have the energy to do those things. And that's sort of what I'm talking about here. So there may be just a little too much clinging on to the past and like not wanting to come out of the comfort zone, even though you do have this vision of who you are desiring to be. All right, so we have content here. So yeah, some of you are definitely content with like staying in that comfort zone and not moving yourself forward. And we're going to get you some advice here on that, but that is just what's showing up here. And if it doesn't align with you and where you're at, then don't take it, okay? Let's look at some challenges now. So we have this 5 of Swords energy here. Okay, all right. So this is, it may be challenging for you this week here to come up with some new ideas here, or to either come up with new ideas to shift your focus, or to just allow yourself to be open to these new ideas and you putting in the inspired action toward them. Okay, because like I said, there may be like this you thinking about like, yeah, this is all great, this is awesome, I see myself there, but I'm not quite ready to put in the inspired action toward it. Okay, so that's what we're seeing here coming up as a challenge as well. So this may also be some conflict. So if some of you are doing this with a partner, or you're doing this within the family unit, there may be a little bit of back and forth, or there may be some contrast over, you know, if you're deciding to meal prep, or just the foods that you're bringing in, like maybe you're switching from steak to, you know, turkey or something. So yeah, there may be a little bit of contrast as you're enforcing these changes and you're taking that inspired action towards them. So just be aware of that. So we also have the 10 of Swords here as well. So it's going to be so important for everyone to let go of the past and let go of things that aren't working. And I'm saying everyone because I am thinking of this in terms of the entire family unit. So there may be something that you can do to think about how you can incorporate these changes, how you can present it to your partner, how you can present it to the children, how you can present it to others in the home of like, okay, we're, you know, gonna cut down on the junk food that we're buying, or we're not gonna buy any more soda, we're gonna get waters instead, or, you know, again, just examples here, but, you know, just apply it to your particular situation. And this is really just kind of bringing out that awareness of like, okay, you're gonna get a little bit of pushback here when you go to make these changes. Okay, so we also have the 2 of Diamonds here. Okay, so this may be you creating that balance here and struggling with that a little bit, because we know that it is difficult to go cold turkey sometimes. So if we just take that example of the soda and cutting that out, you may decide, because it's such a huge deal to everyone in the family, you may decide, okay, well, we're not going to get 2 cases, we're only going to get 1, and then we're going to back it down from there. Okay, so this is about balancing and creating that balance that works for everyone that's involved, but just knowing that it's also there's also ups and downs involved here. So again, with the contrast, there will be contrast, but it's nothing that you can't handle, because it's a part of the process. It's a part of you reaching your goals. It's a part of you taking inspired action toward achieving what you set out to do. Okay. What else? We have the Magician here. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so there's so much opportunity here for you to connect with all your gifts and talents to achieve and accomplish what you want to do this week. Okay, so just know that, and know that whenever you're feeling like you can't do this, or you're tired of hearing people complain that there's no more soda, or, you know, just whatever it is, just know that you have everything within you to persevere through those times. So you will decide the right thing to say, and it will be something emotionally intelligent and constructive. And you may even find like different areas that you can focus on. So maybe there are, I know there's like other things that you can do, which I don't typically drink these things, but you know, there's other low calorie type of drinks, or just transitions that you can do from, like, you know, soda to vitamin water to water. You know, I don't know, I'm not a medical doctor, so don't listen to me, but just know that, you know, I'm saying that there may be some concessions, some ways that you can sort of back down and you can work towards your goals without doing it just cold turkey, is basically what I'm trying to say here. So but you have the power and the knowledge already to figure out what those changes are and to incorporate them when the time is right for you and your family. Okay. All right. So let's go to, let's get an oracle here. So we have, it's okay not to have all the answers. They will come when you need them. I love that. I just said that. I just said that. You have all the answers here, and you will know what to say, when to say it, and you will know what changes are appropriate for you and your family at the right times. Thank you. That was amazing confirmation there. All right, so let's move to potential, like, underlying fears. Let's look at. So we have you being able to balance things. Okay, so yeah, that would definitely make sense, especially if you do have a family unit here and you're trying to shift everyone to a healthier lifestyle. But even just for yourself, because I know I'm talking a lot about the family unit here, but this is also for you being single as well. It's about creating balance and creating that perfect balance for you and for your family. Okay, so only you know what that is. Okay. So we also have judgment. Okay, so you may also have this underlying fear here of, for those of you in the family unit, like, you may just be like, look, I don't wanna just do this arguing and, you know, do all this contrast and challenges this week. I just want to have a smooth week where we're not having to, you know, have people complain because there's no soda, or, you know, what have you. So that may be a little bit of a fear here of, like, dealing with the aftermath of making these changes. It could also be, and I feel like I kind of spoke to this already here with the temperance here, but it could also be you just not being as confident if you're going to be able to rise to this challenge and complete these things, these goals, these milestones that you have set for yourself. So there may be a little bit of an underlying fear there as well. Okay. So we also have the Two of Wands here. Okay, so there may be a little bit, and I feel like this is just more of what we're speaking to here about your plan, about your goals. You may, have a little bit of fear about your plan that you do have and whether it's going to work and whether it makes sense and whether it's the best thing for you and your family at this time. Okay, so we'll definitely get you some advice here, but we're just looking at what's going on underneath the surface. We have the Nine of Swords here. Okay, so you may also be a little worried about, like, okay, is this going to drive me crazy not to be able to just go get my soda whenever I want to get it this week? And I don't know why I keep using that as an example, but it's just what's quickly coming to me. But this could be about anything that you're deciding to kind of shift into a more healthier lifestyle as it's relating. But yeah, this is, you may have that fear of, like, okay, how much is this going to bother me? How much is this going to impact me this week? And how much is this going to impact my family by making these choices? Okay. So now let's move to potential outcomes. So we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so this is going to present you with the opportunity to reframe things, reframe situations, to really focus on the benefits and the positive aspects of cutting down on the soda, of incorporating more workouts, of trying different workouts, trying different things, of meal prepping. So whatever this is here, the options that we're talking about that you decide to move forward on, this is you. I feel like creating balance and figuring out like how much of this am I willing to cut out at this time, and deciding also like what that plan looks like. So they're basically kind of the same things. So you may need to at a certain point kind of readjust your plan, and you may have a setback as well, but this is about you taking inspired action towards your goals. So it's all a learning process. So we have the 7 of Pentacles here as well. So you may be putting in some effort. This is the start of you putting in that effort here, is what I'm seeing. So this is not something that like you're going to do next week and then everybody's gonna, you know, be immediately healthy and, you know, not crave soda and all of that. Like, that's not what this is. This is a journey here that we're talking about. This is you creating a healthy lifestyle for you and your family members. Okay, so just recognize and know that this is you planting seeds and putting in the inspired effort toward accomplishing your goals. And you have every opportunity to be successful here as you're going through that and making progress towards the things that you want to accomplish. Just keeping the outcome in mind, as far as like just wanting to have a healthier lifestyle, not like setting specific requirements for the outcome, but just staying focused on, you know, this is how I'm growing, how I'm evolving. I'm taking the opportunities that come towards me, the blessings, the changes, the ideas, the adjustments that I'm making. I'm taking them all in stride and I'm working through them. And I'm deciding like what's for me, and celebrating those successes as they come along, and letting go of any setbacks, learning those lessons and quickly letting them go so I can stay focused on my goals. So we also have the King of Cups here. So this is you being wise, being calm, creating that balance, taking a very diplomatic approach, having patience with yourself, having empathy with yourself, having constructive conversations when, you know, you may be talking to family members about like, yeah, well, this is why we needed to cut out buying all that soda, or, you know, just what have you. This is you kind of taking that more balanced, emotionally balanced approach to having those conversations and really working to get everyone on board with the goals that you do have. So what else? So we also have the Hermit. So I feel like this is also going to be an emotionally balancing decision for you. These changes that you're making, you're creating like a more balanced you. So it's like you balancing yourself, body, mind, and soul here. Because I know that for products that have sugar in them, they do have an effect on your energy levels. And, you know, you may get high energy and then crash out. So yeah, this is you creating that emotional balance by cutting those things out or minimizing them. We also have you gaining introspection here as well. So that's beautiful. So I feel like there's just a lot of health benefit coming to you as a result of these changes that you're making. So if nothing else, that is an amazing opportunity in and of itself, just knowing that you're creating a healthier body, a healthier mind, a healthier soul for yourself, a more complete you. Okay, wonderful. All right, so we have beloved and you preparing for your life partner. Okay, so we have romance coming into the play. So I hear that this romance card is for you who are working towards finding love, or that are open to finding love and feeling like you want to work on yourself in the meantime. So you connecting body, mind, and soul, and kind of working on yourself in all of those areas is what is attracting love into your life. For those of you that desire it, and for those of you that want it. For others of you that already have a life partner, this is about you sort of finding that passion again and increasing it or reconnecting with it, however this applies to your situation. But there is that opportunity as a result of being healthier and feeling better to create a more how do I want to say this? To strengthen your relationship with your partner. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so what else? Let's get another oracle here. So we have the presence of absence, and hold what is absent in the presence of your love. Okay, so to me, this is really about you holding the line on your vision and focusing on what is truly important to you and what you truly want to accomplish. And I'm actually going to move this over a little bit because I'm drawn to this 7 of Wands card, because again, I feel like these are all just blessings that are coming towards you. And you got to stay strong. You got to stay focused. You got to stay taking that inspired action toward your desires here. So just know, as you're doing that, you are blossoming, you're growing, you're remembering who you are. You're getting back to your authentic self here. And that's just that reminder of like, yes, you doing those things is keeping you on track with your true purpose. All right, so we also have expect powerful change. I love this. I love this because this is exactly what we're talking about this entire reading. And I feel like this is a perfect way to end, because you putting in that inspired action is going to result in that powerful change that you are seeking. Okay, Cancers, so those are the messages I have for you this week. Have a great week. Thank you so much for watching.